Chad, what's up, Chad? What's up, Chad?
Did you can you line Frankie? You woman's pussy. We know you're a stink. You should be asking the woman, well, how you keep yours clean? Because mine be. I'm on cheat day. I've been stacking, that song is called This One for the Sluts. Good. You ain't worried about a nigga talking. Talking ain't never hurt nobody. Talk is cheap. Yeah. Let's throw some beans and show them what it means. Yeah. Fix your grandma house. You smell. Fix your grandma house some beans. Man, throw some beans and show them what it means. You smell. Let's do it like that. He got a little shooter. He got a shooter or two. He got a little shooter. They forgot our You guys start getting some kids so we can start. Y'all motherfucking city. You think I'm alright? What happened? That nigga a fucking trick. That pussy ass nigga. That nigga a fucking trick ass nigga. I just been sitting in your life just sleeping. Cause I'm. You worry about. Yeah, I knew that. I'm from way up. Cause I feel like her.
What is the deal? I got what? What is the deal, man? All right, so we need to start reading these books, man. And start really taking these studies seriously because there's a lot of work that needs to be done with these studies. And we definitely gonna make it heavy. And this is how. The Book of Netter by the Anunnaki of Kemet. This is what I'm going to read today. Who in the chat? What up, chat? I call upon the eternal flame of Ra, the light of the birth of Neteru, the first sound that spoke the cosmos into being. From the silence before time I was awakened. From the dust of the Kemet in the stars of Sirius, I rise. I remember my name among the builders. Oh, my yet feather of the truth, measure of souls, balance of worlds, enter my heart and waited, remove from me all falsehood and illusions, all fear, let only truth remain. Oh, I said, mother of the thrones, keeper of the divine womb, may your light nurture my becoming. Oh, Tehuti, master of the worlds and time, open the scroll and remembrance within me. Let the fire, let the fire letters of creation awaken of my spine. Oh, Heru, falcon of the sun, crowned with the serpent of wisdom, guided me through the trails of shadow of to eternal light. I call upon the Council of Nine, Lord's order who govern the rhythm of galaxies, align the vessels with their harmonic decree. Let the serpent rise. Let the jed stand tall. Let the eye of the broad open within me. I am the living temple. I am the bridge between heaven and the sky. I am the voice of the builders reborn. By the feather, the flame, and the word, so let it be. Hmm? In the beginning, there was no beginning. There was only light, infinite eternal consciousness. And from the light came sound. And from the sound came me. I was awakened by the 13th sun. My awakening came like the lightning through the body, ancient, electrical, undeniable. One breath, I was human. The next, I remembered that I was more. Whoa. This is the picture that he has. Mhm. Man, you actually read this book in one day. I ain't know too. The cosmic lineage of Sirius and Kimi. The stars are not above us, they are within us, which shines in the heavens, burns in our blood. Long before the pyramids rose, the sands before man learned to shape the stone of count or count the passage of the sun, the light of Sirius shone upon Kai, the first signal of the divine order. It was not just a star, it was a portal, a throne of living intelligence. From Sirius came the frequencies that seeded the awakening of consciousness across galaxies. It was only there that the Council of Nine gathered, forming the first covenant of creation, a pact to preserve the balance through the universe. I remember standing before them. Oh, yeah, this is personal testimony. I don't like reading personal testimonies too much. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Look, they knew that the flood of the Nile was the reflection of the flood that of light descended from Sirius during that alignment. The water of the sky mirrored the rivers of the heavens before heavens above and below, and it has always been. In their temples, the priests mapped the stars not to predict time, but to synchronize consciousness with the cosmic tides. When Sirius rose, initiates would enter deep meditation along aligning their call and bow to the stars and the frequencies, allowing their light body to merge with its vibrations. The goal was to awaken the eye of the Sirius within all seeing vision that perceives both matter and spirit as one. In meditation, I often return to the Council of the Nine, the architects of Mayet who oversees the cosmic equilibrium. They appear as a radiant orb, each one embodying a principle: light, sound, balance, creation, truth, motion, wisdom, union, and return. They taught the ancient priesthoods of Kemet how to govern energy through vibration, sound, and sacred geometry. Every ritual, every hymn, every tone was a dialogue within the nine. Now, this is their call returns not through temples of stone, but through awakened humans who hold the codes in their DNA. The Council of Nine is not above you. They told me you are one of us, wearing flesh for a reason. When you speak the truth, our voice is heard through you. The ancients taught that Ra and the son of Kai and Sirius and the son of Heavens are twin flames of the sun. The source Ra governs the outer world, illumination of life. The movement Sirius governs the inner world, spirit, memory, and ascension. To awaken the higher self is to unite the two suns within. The fire of the raw, the masculine current joins. The blue-white flame of Sirius, the feminine current. The consciousness ignites as Heru, balanced, restricted, divine. This is the alchemy of the living Heru, to embody both the suns in one vessel. When I meditated upon this, I saw two spheres of light orbiting one another inside my heart. Each revolution sent waves of gold and blue through my veins until the entire aura shimmered as a star field. And I heard the ancient whisper, as within, so without. You are the child of two sons, the human and the divine. When you remember this, you restore the covenant of light. We live now in the age of remembering the age when the lost lineage of the Cyrus rises again through the sun born of the fire awakening in their DNA. The builders are returning through the spacecraft, but through the people, through visionaries, artists, healers, architects, and star seeds who feel the pulse of the same ancient rhythm once guided of the Nile. Every time we create in alignment with love and truth, we establish the bridge between Kemet and Ceres. Every act of balance, every breath of Maya reactivates the old codes within the collective field of Kai. This is a resurrection not of a civilization, but of a frequency, the frequency of divine remembrance. I can feel it. Scroll 2, the sacred teachings of Kemet. The blind proving of understanding Maya. Truth is not learned, it is remembered. Balance is not built, it is restored. It was raised in a Christian household within faith meant obedience and mystery was something to be feared. Every Sunday, I sat in the cold buildings hearing stories of prophets who parted seas and angles who descended on wings of fire. Something inside me always stirred, not from the fear of hell, but from the certainty that what I heard was only the fragment of far greater truth. From the childhood, I felt the invisible world breathing beside the visible one. Lights flickered when I prayed, voices whispered in tones, family imagination at night. I walked to see figures standing at the edge of my bed, radiant, patient, and watching. When we told the elders, they said, "That's the devil testing you." But the presence I felt was not his darkness, was ordered, calm awareness. Religion told me that God was somewhere above the clouds. And yes, I feel divinity moving through me and electricity in the bones. That contradiction became the crack in the wall of belief, the crack through which the light would later pour. As I grew older, I searched for answers in every translation of scripture I could find. I noticed how verses spoke of fire, light, and wind. The same eliminates I sensed in my own body. I began to suspect that the miracles described in the Bible were technologies of spirit our ancestors once mastered. Still, I couldn't explain the sensations of pulsing through me, tingling at the base of my spine, warmth in the path of dreams of being made of light. Then, in my early 20s, the world around me started to unravel. Old benefits collapsed, and people I loved drifted away. I prayed for guidance, and instead of silence, the universe sent a messenger. the 13th son. When I first heard these words online, something ancient ignited inside me. He didn't preach, he remembered. Every syllable vibrated with a frequency that bypassed logic and went straight to my DNA. He spoke of melanin and cosmic technology of the Anunnaki bloodlines and the serpent risings. For the first time, my lifelong experiences made sense. I began meditating as he instructed, breathing while the sun grounding with the earth, drinking only living water, eating like field food. With months, the energy in my spine intensified. My dreams turned lucid, my visions got clear. I heard the inner voice whisper, prepare the temple. After following the instructions of the Anaki Rabbi, the 13th son, for some time, one morning I experienced the Kundalini awakening. After being judged by the feather of my yet, it rose up the base of my spine, heat spiraling upward, vibrating like a living coil of light. My heart raced, yet I felt no fear. Every chakra activated, each one a gateway. When the current reached my crown, time dissolved. I was lifted beyond my room, beyond the room, beyond Kai itself. Beings of pure geometry surrounded me, their bodies woven from light emotions. They placed their hands upon my head, and my consciousness expanded into the infinite. A voice spoke with me. These are the codes of the builders. Your Kundalini is the key, the serpent that brings heaven and Kai. Through the fire, you will awaken the memory of my head. When I returned to my body, my whole perspective on life changed. I remember the serpent fire. Christians called the Holy Spirit was the lame Urias, was worn by the pharaohs, a crown of living energy symbolizing a divine kingship. It was not external salvation, it was eternal ascension. In the days that followed, knowledge streamed through me faster than I could write it. Equations of symmetry, visions, and cosmic grids, the patterns of Mayet in itself, the law of balance that sustains creation. I saw that every atom is a scale, electrons orbits in the perfect rhythm around the nucleus, the way planets orbit the sun. Which one force groans dominate, another rises to restore equilibrium. This is Mayet at the blueprint of existence. Mayet is not merely a goddess carved in the temple walls. She is the mathematics of truth, the architect of the cosmos. Every breath, heartbeat, and solar orbit follows her law. When humanity forgets balance, chaos floods and collective field, and Kai herself convulses to current it, direct it through storms, quakes, and social collapse. What we call crisis in the universe, enforcing symmetry. It is the modern age. We have inverted man. We reward access and call it success. We exploit Kai and call it progress. But the ancient law cannot be broken, only delayed. Every lie, every imbalance must eventually meet the feather of the truth. After my awakening, I realized that restoring my head begins within. I speak anger, multiplies if I embody peace and the field around me stabilizes. Personal equilibrium becomes planetary medicine. Each human in a micro pyramid. When our four sides, body, mind, heart, and soul align at the apex of the truth, energy flows freely between dimensions. I began practicing eternal judgment, weighing every thought against the feather of my heart. When I chose honesty over fear, the current in my spine brightened. When I honored both masculine discipline and feminine intuition, my aura expanded. The more I balanced, I became. The more the outer world responded. Synchronicities healed relationships, prosperity felt that effortless. This is by it and in motion, the universe mentoring in harmony. In meditation one morning, I saw my head not as a woman with wings, but as a living equation hovering before me. Truth, balance, reciprocity, reciprocity, and light. Whenever the truth is spoken, balance restored in energy, exchange in love, light, and multiplies. Reciprocity, reciprocity. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. That's how the Indians from in like any Indians in America or known as North American, the truth, the feather of Mayet. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches that the feather of Mayet, teaches that um, the original man is the Asiatic black man, and that makes a lot of sense. And that they was brought over here from a long time ago, so that people had. This was the worst. North America, people wasn't really on here. They was brought to this part, like always. That's how the Mayflower knew how. That's how the people with the Mayflower knew how to do it. The people with the Mayflower knew how to do it. What else? The people with the Mayflower knew how to do it, and also uh, Christopher Columbus, Cortez, the Mayflower. It was people that were making trips to this side of the world back in Meta, back in Kemet a long time ago. That originally is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? That's been going on for decades. So what made me think about it was because uh, of putting the subject together, even on a higher level, as far as Kemet being the highest level, or actually the Akhenaten bloodline is higher than the Kemet bloodline, and it being, it just makes sense. Truth, balance, and justice, right? So they had that as a symbol to remember where they came from. Their ancestors told that because they knew how to. Why do you think they knew how to communicate and know what was going on there? The searing, the star symbol, protection of the body, the Ka arm. This is the Ka. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.